number triangles. This is actually basically same thing as the previous ones I talked about. You also use a recursion to search through all the possibilities, except that this time if you simply use recursion, you might run out of time because the triangle can get quite big. And so just one extra layer that you need to add in here, which is dynamic programming. So in dynamic programming, you basically keep a track of all the things that you've already searched. For example, here, when you're at this level and you're searching 1, you might have already searched through this 8, and then you would have already encountered this 7 here. So when you're at 1 and you want to search through the 7 again, you don't have to search all the way to the bottom. You can simply store the value that you searched last time, and then it will instantly return it to the previous level. So here's the code. It's actually really short. This is the array that I stored all the results in. So here I read the inputs, and then the search function, it's a recursion, returns an int value. So this first one stands for which level you're at. Like for example, this is level 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and so on. And y means which column you're at. So this will be the first column, the second, the third, and the fourth. And here is the part where we use dynamic programming. If dpxy does not equal to -1, which means that if we already found a value for this x and y, then we can simply return the value that we already had. And otherwise, if we're already at the most bottom of this layer, then we just return the value itself. For example, here 4, 5, 2, 6, and 5. These are the bottom layers, and you simply return those values. And here is the part. If we didn't already find this, then we just search through all the ones on the bottom, and we add it into this dpxy. So next time when we search through xy again, we don't have to search again. We can just return this. And here is the maximum value, because we need to find the maximum sum of all the triangle. Here is you search the next layer, and you can search either on the left or on the right. And after you search the left and right, you use a max function to see which one has the greater sum, and you put it in and you add it up with the number itself. For example, here if we're at level 4 and we're at 7, we can either move down to 5 or move down to 2. And here obviously 5 is greater, so we return this value and we add it to 7. So here at 7, dp4 2 will be 7 plus 5, which is 12. And then finally, after you store this value, you return it, because this is the value that we want at each level. So then basically what happens is that first it goes all the way down, and then here it is at the most bottom, so then it returns the value, and then you simply add it to this level, and then at this level, this 8 will be also searching the 2 and the 7. Then when you search these two numbers, you find which one has a greater dp, and then you add it back to this 8. And after you found this 8, this 3 will be searching to 8 and 1. This 1 will also go through the same process here and just search through all the values and return the greatest one. Then the 3 compares which one is the bigger value and add it to itself. And then on this side, you will have 8, which also searches through all the triangles in the bottom. And then finally, at the top, the 7 will find the greater one, and then it will finally add it to itself, and then it will return that value, which is the sum of the whole thing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want this code, I will have a link in the descriptions to this.